Hi, my name's Kirsty and I study history. Today I'm going to show you around the University of Chester's Parkgate Road campus. Come and have a look around. Parkgate Road is where you'll find many of the university's central facilities, with the main library, sports facilities, student accommodation and the Students' Union all located on campus. It's everything you need, all in one place. In the centre of Binks you'll find our info point, filled with approachable staff here to offer you help and guidance whenever you need it. We also have our brasserie and grab-and-go Starbucks, perfect for that time you want to take a break. Next we'll head on over to the library. Seabourn Library is the main university's library and it is in the heart of the Parkgate Road campus. As well as a variety of books, journals and online resources, the library also offers bookable study pods, perfect for group or individual study. There's also 24-hour access computer suites, perfect for those late-night study sessions. The library is also staffed with subject-specific librarians that are on hand to help with whatever you need. There's also a cafe downstairs, ideal for that well-earned study break. Opposite the library, we have bookable study spaces available for both staff and students. You just book it online and then you have a guaranteed workspace. Parkgate Road has many sports facilities on campus. This is the fitness suite where there are qualified personal trainers here to offer you help and guidance whenever you need it. We have a variety of different membership options available to suit all sorts of different lifestyles and budgets. The fitness suite has over 100 pieces of equipment and is also where you'll find our 25-metre swimming pool, spin studio and dance studio. At the bottom of our campus, you'll find a multifunctional sports hall that staff and students can alter the space of depending on the type of sport they want to play. Near to the sports hall, we have the floodlit AstroTurf, used frequently by our sports teams for sports such as hockey or lacrosse. We also have a floodlit 3G mugger pitch, which is great for sports such as football or rugby. Next to this, we have the 60-metre running tracks and both tennis and squash courts. And finally, our Parkgate Road campus is home to the Careers and Employability Department. They are on hand to give you help with your career planning, whether that's mock interviews or looking over your CV. It's for people that are currently here or graduates for up to 2 years after graduation. Thank you for joining me on this tour around Parkgate Road campus. We hope to see you soon.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to our today's live session. And I'm Mazhabin, International Education Counselor of EM Global Education. Today we have our honorable guest with us, Tasmina Chowdhury from University of Chester. Hello Appu, how are you?
Hi Mazhabin, I'm well, thank you. I hope you're well too.
Yeah, I'm doing good. So could you please introduce yourself to our audience, please?
Hi everyone, this is Tasmina. I am the country manager for Bangladesh at the University of Chester. The University of Chester is a public university in the UK. We offer various range of courses ranging from business, computer sciences, health and medicine to international students. And today we're going to talk in details about all our requirement and requirement scholarship. So hope to have a fruitful session.
All right, thank you. So today we will be mainly focusing on January 2026. I think the students who are planning for the UK in January intake, this session will be very helpful for them. And we, EM Global Education, is always here to assist the students. And we have 3 branches all over in Bangladesh. Our main office is in Dhaka city. Apart from this, we have 2 branch offices in Sylhet and Maulibajar as well. So we are always helpful to guide the students for their higher studies. If the students want to visit our Facebook and website, then you can go for that. Otherwise, we are always here. You can visit our office for more details. So we will start our session and we have our audience. So at the end of the session, we will take some questions from the audience as well. So, Tasmina, could you please tell us about the location and history of this university, and side by side some aspects that can attract the students for this university?
Right. So thank you so much for, of course, having us today. Um, if I were to give like a brief history on the University of Chester, like I mentioned, it's one of the oldest higher education institute in the UK. It initially started off as a teachers training institute, and then it gained full university status around 2015. So it dates back almost as far as Cambridge and Oxford, and we are currently recruiting international students from across various nationalities. The university is located near Manchester and Liverpool, so we are 40 to 45 minutes from Manchester and Liverpool, and 2 hours by train from London. So it's in a very apt location. Usually, our students who would arrive from Bangladesh would go to Manchester and then travel to Chester from there. The university in the last 2 years has got a lot of really good ratings. So if I were to start off with the ratings, one of the best rating that we had, number one in, was for the University of the Year in the Northwest, for postgraduate and for international students, by what is called the what uni choice award. So this is an award that is given by students and voted by students, and we have been awarded number one in postgraduate international and the University of the Year in the Northwest. We have also been voted in the top 50 universities in the UK out of 122, so our position being the 46th according to the Guardian University Guide. For business students, because we do get a lot of business students, and that is probably one of our more popular streams, we have been voted the very prestigious Times Higher Education Award as the number one business school in the UK. So I think these are very good rankings for students who are looking for either overall university ranking or individual program specific rankings as well. For international students, one of the key aspects is also the tuition fees. I will explain that in details later on when we discuss what our tuition fees and scholarships are, but that is one of our biggest USPs, because we are well under £15,000 for masters in the UK, along with the quality of education and the rankings that we have.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the information. So, could you please share some information about the programs that you are offering in January intake?
Okay, so as mentioned, we have the current intake that we are recruiting for now is January 2026. Application for that intake is currently open, and we will keep it open probably till the last first week of November. So please make sure that you're getting your applications in, because we've just got a limited time left. To come back to the programs that we have the schools that we have recruiting for are the Chester Business School, for Science and Engineering, Medical School, Health, Law and Social Justice, Natural Sciences and Education. So these are broadly the schools that we're recruiting for. We've got various programs in here. I'm just going to name a few, because it's almost more than 40 to 50 courses. So the majority in business, the more popular ones are digital marketing, international business, international finance, logistics, supply chain management, and a very popular program now, fintech, business analytics. These are what we're recruiting for business. For science and engineering, we have programs like advanced computer science, cyber security, mechanical engineering, program management. Medical sciences and health sciences, we have programs like oncology, orthopedics for students coming from an MBBS or a health science background. We have MPH, food science innovation. We also have law programs. We've got two law programs. One is just LLM law. The other is LLM international business and commercial law, which is a very good program at the moment. We're recruiting quite well in that program. We've then got educational leadership, exercise medicine, biotech. So these are some of the programs that I've mentioned. So there's almost like 40 to 50 that we are offering for the January intake. And I feel like no matter what field you're coming from, we've covered majority of the program. So there should be something for you definitely to apply with us for.
All right. So variety of courses are offering by this university. So every background student can choose this university for January intake, I guess. All right. So what about the entry requirement?
So Postgraduate courses, the first requirement is their bachelor's year. So student needs to complete 4 years bachelor's degree. They can then join us. The minimum entry requirement, if they are looking at CGPA, then it's 2.75, and if they are looking at percentage, then it's 60%. So just to clarify that some universities, institutions rank differently. Some of them rank, if they're coming from an MBBS, BDS background, or some national universities also give results like 800 out of 1000. For them, we will consider the percentage of 60%. Otherwise, if you have a CGPA system in your university, then we will consider 2.75. Apart from this, there is a list of universities that is listed on our website. So this would be universities like the North South, BRAC, AIUB, IUB, a few more. For these universities, we will accept at 2.5. So that is the general requirement, academic. For English language, apart from the academic entry requirement, the English language requirement is IELTS 6.5. 5.5 in each band. That is the general entry requirement. We've got just one program, which is MA in Educational Leadership. That program we require IELTS 6 5.5. So that's the only program where we have like a lower IELTS requirement. Other than that, all our programs are at 6.5 and 5.5. So that's just for IELTS, but we also accept other varied range of tests, like we accept PTE, we accept TOEFL. So if you're giving one of those as well, as long as you meet our entry requirement, you are able to apply with that as well.
All right, thank you. So what about Duolingo and YTC? Do you accept any of this?
Not at the moment. Like we were accepting ELLT for even for the October intake, but we have just stopped it for the January intake. So not for the January intake, but if we resume again, then we'll definitely let everyone know, the students know as well. As you know, we have 3 academic intakes in October, January, and May. So for this January intake, we're not recruiting, but we might start again from the May intake.
Okay, thank you so much. Then what about the scholarship?
So yes, I think I'll just talk about the tuition fee so you'll understand better. Currently, tuition fee. So I think it's worth mentioning first that the programs that we spoke about for the January intake, a lot of these programs we are offering in 1-year route and 2-year route, including industrial placement or project work, which is a very good opportunity for students, because the tuition fee for year 1 is currently £15,000 for our MSc programs and 15,200 for MBA programs. On that, if a student has 2.75, they will get £1,250 scholarship. If they have above 3.25, they will get £2,250 scholarship. If a student has 2.75, their tuition fee will be 13,750 for year 1. If somebody has above 3.25, their tuition fee will be 12,750 only for year 1. Now, if they were to come on to year 2 as well, like take the placement, they will only have to pay £2,750. So that this is a very good opportunity for them, because if you combine both the years tuition fee, it's well under £15,500. And along with the quality of education and the ranking that we have, I feel this is a very good point for students to avail. And now, if it's entirely up to the students whether they want to come on to a 1-year program or a 2-year program, both will be a full-fledged master's. And we are offering these 2 years programs on our computer science engineering, business, and our biotechnology program as well.
All right, thank you, Appo. So what about the MRES courses? Do you offer any MRES course for January?
We do offer MRES courses. However, we are full till May 2026 because we, of course, as you know, that's a rising query. We had a lot of applications in the September intake, which we then had to roll over of our recruitment. So we are filled with places till May 2026. We might start recruiting again from September 2026. The notification will be sent out in early Jan. So not at the moment, but early Jan we will give out fresh notifications.
Okay, thank you. So what about the employability rate or job opportunity after completing the master's program?
According to the surveys that we have done, we have almost like a 98% either employability or further education of our students after they have completed their bachelor's. Now, if a student has completed their master's, the first thing for these students, if there's an opportunity to take the 2 years degree, I would suggest them to do that, because in the second year, because you have an opportunity to do industrial placement that allows you to gain a lot of experience and add on to your CV. This will then help you to look for a job that is attached to your work, to your studies, or to your work. Depending on the program, of course, you have and your result, there is good opportunity in the UK, of course, because you will also be on the post-study work visa. That should allow you enough time to look for work once you've completed for full-time job. This I'm speaking about full-time work. If you're talking about the part-time work, whilst the student is at the university, as they're allowed to work 20 hours per week, they can either find work in the university itself. As Chester is, just to give you a brief idea, Chester is a tourist city, so it's always bustling with people. There's a lot of opportunities there to work. You can find work there as well. Or if you're on a master's level, Manchester and Liverpool close, like I mentioned, these are big metropolitans. You can easily find job there as well. So whilst you are working, there is a good opportunity to work 20 hours per week whilst you are studying. And after you finish your degrees, of course, depending on your results, depending on the networking that you have done, so whilst you are at the degree, it should not be a problem for you to secure a full-time job as well.
All right, thanks for the information. Then, what about the living expense and accommodation facilities of this university?
All right. As you know, according to the UKVI guideline, if a student is applying to a university that's outside London, they will need to show around £10,500 on their bank statement. But Chester is a city, is rather affordable, so I would not think that student needs that much. Although they need to show that, they probably can close their, around £8,500 for the whole year. Now, university has accommodation. There is accommodation within the university campus and in and around. Students can apply for that, but I would just like to clarify that because of the sheer number of students that has grown over the years, we are now trying to accommodate undergraduate students first, because as you can understand, they are minors. Anybody who's coming to a postgraduate program, they can definitely apply. If there is place, then you can avail the university accommodation. These would start from say 500, 550 pounds, 550 to 600 pounds being minimum, which are self-catered dorms, going upwards to 800, 900, depending on the type of accommodation you're seeking, because we've got en suite, and then we've got like studio apartments. Depending on your budget and choice, you can do that. Now, if you are not able to secure a university dorm, please don't fret, because the University of Chester, call it like a university city, so there's a lot of private accommodations which have listings on the university website that are also in and around the university campuses. So if you cannot secure a dorm with the university, you could try in these places as well. And the fees or the cost of these dorms are also same, like I mentioned.
Okay,
that is your accommodation, and maybe you can bill another 200 for food. So say 500 plus 200, around 750 to 800 per month should be enough for an individual.
Okay, that's great. So I think you have covered up all the things from tuition fees and requirement, scholarship, accommodation, and even the further option for the graduate students. So I think we can go for the audience. We can pick some questions from the audience now.
Sure. Just before we move on to the question, just one another information just to add in terms of deadlines and what our CAST deposit is. So like I mentioned, at the moment we are receiving applications for the January intake. This is going to stay open till the first week of November, so just ensure that you've got everything in by then. The CAST deposit is £8,000. So for the first year's tuition fee, in order for you to confirm your place, you need to pay £8,000. Once you've paid that, you've completed your CAST process, you've had your visa, the remaining tuition fee needs to be paid once you are there 3 months after your course start date. The student has a good 6 to 7 months between their first payment and their final payment. So that should give them enough time to put everything in place in terms of their finance. So that is also like a good opportunity for students to avail.
All right, Tasmina, thanks for sharing all the amazing information. So our first question is PhD courses available?
Yes, like I mentioned, we offer both. We offer MRes, MPhil, and PhD in the schools that are mentioned, of course, mostly in biological sciences, medicine-related programs. But all of these are at the moment, unfortunately, seats are filled till May 2026, because unlike taught programs, PhD, MRes, or any sort of research related programs requires you to have a supervisor, and usually a supervisor can supervise up to 4 to 5 students, not more than that. And applications have gone up almost 200-300% than it was previously, which is why we're full till May. So you're most welcome to look back in Jan 2026, and we will then probably start recruiting for the coming intakes.
All right, thank you. Hi, I'm Ashok. I have a small query. As I have completed my bachelor in English language and literature, could you please tell me the tuition fees of your master's program? Also, do you offer any scholarship for master's program? Thank you.
Yes. Hi, Mashuk. I think we've all also covered this. So just to reiterate again, all our MSCs, generally majority of our MSc programs are priced at the same fee, at least for the Jan intake, because we've got business and engineering science programs. Headline tuition fee is £15,000, and depending on your result, either if you have 2.75 with the scholarship that we have, it will be 13,750, or if you have more than 3.25, it will be 12,750 for 1 year.
All right. Accommodation facilities for international students.
Hi, Asif. As mentioned, accommodation facilities are there for international students. You can either avail them in the university dorm itself or the private accommodations that are in and around Chester, listings for which are also given on the university website.
Are there any nursing courses available?
Yes, we do have nursing programs, but it's not available in the January 26th intake. We will recruit again for September 26th, September, October. That's the only intake that we take nursing in. We have adult nursing, mental health nursing, and adult nursing. So these are the 2 nursing degrees that we have. We will start application. We'll start receiving application for September in November 2025. So we're opening it in shortly in the next 2 months. So please just get in touch with EN Global, who are our partners here in Bangladesh, and they will advise you on how to proceed with the application.
All right. MRes program available for January intake?
Not at the moment, no. We're full for January and May.
Okay, all right. I have 2.5 in bachelor. Can I apply?
Hi, Sajjad. Apologies. I'm sorry. Our minimum requirement is 2.75. However, we will accept 2.5 if you're coming from one of the universities like North, South, BRAC, AIUB, IUB. So if you can share your university, then maybe I can give you an outcome.
Okay, all right. I think we have covered all the things, all the information. Thanks, Tasmina, for sharing all this valuable information to us, with us, and with my audience. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. And I'd just like to say, like I mentioned, EN Global is our partner in Bangladesh. If you have any queries in regards to application, please feel free to get in touch with them. As mentioned, they've got branches, I think, in 3 major cities and the University of Chester. If you want to make an application, please do get in touch with them. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.